All right, so we have another deck doctor. We are working with Project Zirkus in the who's in the chat right now. He's not able to get on voice chat, so I'm just gonna kind of talk at him. Maybe do a little looking in the chat if you wanna add any context there. Let me know about the thoughts and the choices that I make. So with that, we're doing Mineta 2. I ended up just playing this guy at a PPG event to a 4-0 victory. It was under a different symbol, but I got a lot of insight of how the deck wants to play. And so we'll sit down and we'll talk about it, right? So Mineta is a foundation control character that wants to slow the game down and squeak out a victory. And so we're playing a lot of foundation destruction. Gale Force, Merciless, Turn to Dust. All great options to destroy foundations. Cheerful Uppercut at the 4 of to do disruption, and then Great Pressure for the throws. Looks like we are playing Berserker Blow and Blue Flame Spiral in the sideboard, strictly for Ochako, which I think is neat, and we got 4 Evil Gaze on the main board. Okay. First and foremost, attack-wise, I think your attack lineup looks good, man. I think that let me go look and see if there's anything. I'm gonna pull up another tab, so it's gonna be just a little silent as we figure out what's going on here. Death search. What could we do? I'm gonna put some stuff in your sideboard as just to mess everything up. As we're looking. Then discard. I think this card might be important. Actually, maybe not. We're gonna take Aiming for Number 1 back out. Here's what I can do. I can just do this, since I don't have to do this stuff. Oh, this card's crazy in your deck. This card's nuts. We do get to play you at a 1-of since we're playing actions. That's kind of cool. That's kind of neato. And we keep looking. Agitation, I think there was 2 in the sideboard. Capabilities is sweet. Encouragement is sweet. In danger. Latent skill is nice. Let's fight bad guys. Playing a pretty fury lineup. Okay, I dig it. Oh, we have to keep that there. I meant to do this card. This card beats out my anti-clog cards. Turn of Dust, Keen Observation is good. Nervous Habit is great. Trishite Cape, I think, is an important resource. We should have. This card feels great in Mineta. Glamorous is just a good-ass card. Summon a Style. I think this card is important. And then that's what I got, I'm pretty sure. Okay. So now we get to take and we click this button. Wowzers, look at all these cards. Okay, so let's talk about the attacks first. So I added in Brutal Explosion. Some of our stuff is Fury, right? Merciless Rush, Turn to Dust, Grape Rush. This is just a second way for us to swing more, have more destruction on the board, because like the entire goal of this deck is how many foundations can I get rid of, right? We've got Mineta tossing up foundations. We've got Gale Force destroying, Merciless destroying, Turn to Dust probably destroying. Just like so much destruction. And so this is a 4 difficulty card that does that. The only issue that we have is it does not combo with Cheerful Uppercut or Gale Force Punch. Does not combo with those cards. So as long as you can figure that out, I think we're good. Not necessarily a 4-of, but it's cool. Howitzer Impact Cyclone is interesting because if you do that same type of combo type deal, as opposed to destroying a foundation, you just snap a momentum, and Mineta loves that, you know? As well as if you're able to like snag, as long as you can snag and keep a hold of that momentum and find some sort of speed pump, which we've got Evil Gaze and Nervous Habit. We could add in something that I didn't add in, which is the Let's Fight Bad Guys. This can quickly become a kill condition, and you also get to draw a bunch of cards for each of your momentum. And so once again, if you stockpile, this becomes like a draw 3, draw 4, which like feels good. The other attack that we had was Relentless Barrage. I think this card is the truth. I personally like Blue Flame Spiral in this deck more than I like Turn to Dust, personally, or maybe even Grape Rush. I don't know. It's tough to choose, just strictly because like this card says that you're not a 5-hander. This card says you're actually allowed to kill people. Leveraging your 2 health does not necessarily matter when it's like mid game, because like we've built up enough. And then this, like, I'm actually down to put this card in my momentum because I can just discard it on my opponent's turn, draw the bonus card, and then do stuff. Like, I think this card is actually the truth. To the point where I could see myself putting this down to a 2 of, putting this down to a 2 of, in order to play all 4 of these guys. It says that the Cheerful Uppercuts are a little bit more live in order to open with them. And then, like, we could even take, like, Grape Rush or Turn to Dust and put it down to none of it. And then we main board double Blue Flame Spiral because we have to combo with the punches, and we're a 5-hand size character. Like, we got to see the combo. But this card says that I am not a 5-hand size character, that I actually get to hold cards for blocks, that I get to actually push in some real damage and make my opponent really afraid and punish them, truly punish them for having that small stage that I'm doing. And so this is where I'm at. Unless you wanted to be like hyper aggressive and we could even like just slam 2 of these on top and just feel fine about it. What's our stats look like? Yeah, we're at such a low deck count that I think that we could just get away with playing a 22 attack deck and then being there. Our lows are even still like a little low, right? Yeah, we could even just like, I mean, this is crazy. What if we cut, man? Project, are you here? Are you here? If you had to cut one of these, a Turn to Dust or a Grape Rush, what would it be? Like if you had to, or you could say neither. Let me know in chat. I know that you're here. League interview is nuts. Grape Rush is gone. Grape Rush is gone. And then Blue Flame Spiral at the 4 of. So us doing this and having this lineup is going to make our sideboard into Ochako 2 just that much cleaner, right? Because genuinely, all these cards getting +2 speed is like nuts. And this is like the defensive version of that deck. If I were to play Mineta 2 again, this is just what I would do. The only reason that I didn't play this, genuinely, the only reason I didn't play like this exact list was because, I mean, it's lame to make a video about it, about the exact same deck 2 weeks in a row. Hey guys, I did really well with this Ochako list, and it played this list, and then I played Mineta, and it played this list. Maybe it's not the characters, it's the cards. Pog. Click my video. Give me subs. Surviving the final, double latent, all looks great. Super regen, nervous habit. Why no Grape Rush? Exclusively because we're wanting the punch keywords. Yeah, we just want the punch keywords because I think Relentless Barrage is just a better card than the Grape one. Yeah. First day of class is great. Excited for Blood. I know personally when I was playing as Ochako, I didn't feel great about Excited for Blood, specifically because I'm not playing throws. I felt like this card is very mediocre, and I feel like there's other things that I'd rather have. I would have rather had the learning the standards. Night Watch is crazy. Apathetic. I'm demanding that we play One Tray Sheet Cape though. Because I think being able to unflip our first days is really good. Unflip our super rejuvenations is really good. Turn to Dust makes it kind of nutty. Except for Blood. Oh, you're right. Good point. And I wasn't playing Turn to Dust. I mean, it's at a 2 of, right? But we can cut it down. What's the number we're looking for here? Because I think that we have to increase our number just a little bit because we're playing 22 attacks. Right? So, like, I think like 58 is the lowest we can go. 58 is the lowest we can go. 4 Mediator is so much. Holy cow, my guy. Can we cut this down a little bit, maybe? Like a 3 Mediator, 1 Apathetic, you know? Cancel some of that card pool stuffings, you know what I'm saying? 4 Arrogant. I was only playing 2? 60, 62? I mean, we're right there, right? That's tight. Shock Absorption. Man, I think this card sucks. I think that card sucks. We're playing 4. What's our blocks? We need low blocks. So let's take, and we're not playing Struggling with Studies at all. which is a mistake. We should play 3 of this card. This card is more of a deterrent than anything else. It says that my opponent's not supposed to play 3 attacks against me. It also rounds out our low blocks a little bit. I could even feel free to, like, play 4 of it and probably feel fine. Lose the apathetic? No, I just like apathetic in this deck. Nervous is great. It lets you BO Chaco by paying a little bit of life. Although, if you pay too much, your Relentlesses are seem to be dead. Love First Day. It says that we're allowed to play Gale Force second, and it's on a 5. Right? We, like, Turn to Dust into Gale Force. Turn to Dust, First Day of Class, Gale Force. Absolutely mollywop them. All in all, I think that your block zones just look better, right? Maybe we take this back down to a 3. Because 18 should be fine. 18, 20, 24. Maybe we do lose the asset. I like the asset, but I think there's actually just not enough flip cards because, like, we're not playing 4 latents. Like, it's good for, right, League, latent, super, first, excited, tight-lipped. That lets you unflip all these tight-lipped. Apathetic. Lets you unflip struggling studies. Like, the card's cracked. I'd probably try it and see how you like it, being able to unflip the struggling with studies. But I think that inside of this character, I don't think you're going to actually get there enough. So I'm going to cut it from the deck for now, but it's still going to stay inside the sideboard. You should give it a shot. Give it a look. So the other card that we could look at in order to round out our block zones is Glamorous. And so the tactic with Glamorous is I use my character's ability to put my speed to 0, and then I Glamorous it back up to +3. And so, like, I don't actually lose anything. But I don't know if it's worth it. Being able to... It's, like, another copy of the asset, and we just cut that. So, like, world's biggest maybe. I think one of the big things that we are missing inside of this deck is learning the standards. This is just more card pool stuffing. You have to play a non-attack card as your next form or pass. And this also beats things like Hatsume, which I think can give Mineta a really hard time because she can just draw a bunch of cards, build out a bunch really late in the game, and this character plays late. And so, like, maybe even taking out the nervous habits for the learning the standards might be the right call. Or, like, taking out the shock absorptions, I think, might actually be the right move. Let's look at our difficulty. 3, 5, 9, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 18, 19, 19. So, over half. I mean, if we just took out the double shock absorption, because I don't like that card. Our face is just better. Just be more controlled with your momentum and put in double learning the standard. I think that this card actually mollywops a lot of characters. This card feels so good to fight. Like the first thing you do is you Mineta them, and then you cheerful uppercut them, and then you block with the cheerful uppercut, and then their second move, you learning the standards them, and they stuff another one. And if they have the audacity to swing at you again, you struggle with studies, back up your cheerful uppercut and block again. Actually stuff 5 cards in their card pool. Excuse me? Man, this deck looks good. Looks like just defensive enough. All in all, I know you're mainboarding Mineta. I would actually just do the opposite, though. I think Ochakos is a better character, and you just sideboard Mineta. Yeah. But at the same time, if you like this defensive, disruptive game plan, and you don't want to just, like, shove Gale Force punches down your opponent's throat, then Mineta is the right call. But, like, sometimes you do have to, like, win the game, you know? Like, sometimes you got to win the game. So sideboarding an Ochako is the right answer. Yeah. All in all, I think this deck is rad. I think this deck is very, very cool. I mean, I love this engine set, too. I think this engine is very cool, and I think a lot of characters should be playing it. I could easily see like a Nomu pulling out this engine and like what do you do, right? Like what do you do? I mean, you got to block everything, right? You're not allowed to not block these blue flame spirals. They do have your life. And the destroy card? What the heck? So with that, I think I'm going to bring this one to a close. Project, let me know if there's anything about this that you like or don't like. I think it started in a really good place, but I think the difference between actually like being a deck that can't kill anybody and then being a deck that can kill people is barrage. Actually, it's going to mean that you don't overextend yourself. Yeah. All right, buddy. Let me send this over to you. Thank you for the support over on Patreon. I will catch you next time. Okay. Peace.